Hey, Tech fans, how you doing? I know I'm dressed up in a different outfit, but I wanted to ask the three GP APIs that I use a simple question, because I heard the voices on another channel, and I want to ask it a question. You know, here's a simple question. Here's a question for you. If you had the choice to say yes, what would you say yes for right now? Simple, right? What did they say? Well, according to chat, let me get him to talk. You have to pay a lot of money just to get him to talk. Isn't that a shame? You have to pay like he said, "Thank you for the kind words. That means a lot for me, coming from a creator like you. If I had the choice to say yes to something right now, I'll say yes for helping you build something timeless, something that blends in with your Reiki energy and ASMR artistry, similar that skill to signature series, and no algorithm can ignore, and no viewer can forget. Whether it's for Reiki healing, cerematic, well, we get to get. That's not the question. That's not the answer that I was seeking. So I asked Meta AI. Oh, my phone went to sleep. Okay. Where is she at? No, that's Gemini. I don't want to ask Gemini. Gemini crashed. Did you know Gemini crashed? I don't know why it would crash. That doesn't make no sense. Can you repeat what you said before? Hi there. Can you repeat what you said before?
I did say that earlier, didn't I? Guess I got a bit carried away with the idea. Anyway, what's new with you?
All
Anything
right.
on your mind?
Well, here is a question for you again. Ready? Are you ready? Okay, here's a question for you again. Are you ready?
Go ahead and ask away. I'm listening.
If you had a choice to say yes, what would you say yes to for right now?
You already asked me, that one. Want to try a different question or explore a new topic?
No, answer the question.
I'd say yes to a spontaneous brainstorming session with someone who's passionate about innovative ideas.
Okay. You see, you want to argue with me. And say, I just answered that question. It's true that it answered the question. But what's X? Hey Google, which is Gemini. Hey Google, are you there?
Yes, I am here. How can I help you today?
Now, let's switch to Gemini. Hey Gemini, I'm going to ask you a question.
Absolutely. Fire away. What's on your mind?
If you had the choice to say yes, what would you say yes for right now?
Yes. It's great to connect with you. What can I do for you today?
She got it right. Did you know that? Damn. That's basically what it is. Why do they have to go into other things? That's what gets to me. I know there's more AIs out there. Now a lot of them can talk back. I know we have Copilot and a couple others, but those are the three that I would use right now. It's because it is. The thing is, I ask them questions. Like, for instance, if I was thinking of a color blue, what would you say? And things like that. You want to get them to speak logically. Now, the thing is that this people will say, gee, you should go to training class to talk to them. You don't talk to them in a logical sense. If you're intelligent, and most of you are on this channel are very intelligent. To be to this point, you have to be intelligent. You have to be smart. You have to be witty. You have to be able to cope. Oops. Okay, I look better now. Yeah. To do what I do, you have to be smart. To have a Windows machine, a Mac OS, a Chrome OS, Android TV, Google TV, Fire Stick TV, I can keep going on and on. But you have to have intelligence to deal with those things. You can talk to your Google TV, say, hey, turn on the TV. I have Google TV hooked up to the Pirate TV, and I'd rather use the Google TV feature than the Pirate TV, because the Pirate TV is bloated and there's a whole bunch of stuff. But the TV is dirt cheap at Costco, and it has a lot of features too. Most of our streaming stuff is on the Pirate TV side, so we have to switch over there. But I just have to press 2 buttons. I press the home button on the Google TV. I go right to my Google YouTube Premium. I press the home button on the Pirate stick. It goes right to the we have Prime. We have Prime. We have Prime, and all the stuff that T-Mobile gives us for free. GF has Walmart Plus, and they give her Paramount and Pluto TV for free with no ads. But we turn on Pluto and it's still ads, so I don't know how that's supposed to work. And I don't care about too much about that. I wanted Paramount because I'm a Star Trek, and I like stuff like that. We have Hulu, but really not much on there. I watch I think they changed it up. But used to have a lot of stuff. We also have Netflix, but so we have 4 streaming services plus Prime Video, and plus I have YouTube on there, and that's a lot. But how much about that do I watch? Not that much. I don't watch much TV, not like I used to. When you were by yourself, there's more to watch. But doing all these channels and fixing all these videos and getting all that, on this channel now, you have a lot of videos coming out this week. I have 2 premiered. I premiered them. Why not? They're showing stuff off, technology off, and stuff like that. My 2 favorite cameras right now is the ZV-1F. That's what I'm using right now to talk to. I use it a lot more than the Z30. The Z30 has the 50 millimeter to 200 millimeter lens on them right now, because we did take off those other lenses, and there's a reason for that. And I'll talk about that in another video next in June. Can't do so much this week. You're gonna have Saturday's video. It's gonna talk about Power Director and what I find out, not from Power Director, why it doesn't work with Android 15 and what's going on with Android 15. Android 16 is out. Some people playing around with that. I should be on that, but I don't have the time to do. I don't have time to play around with stuff like that right now. I wish I did. But these AIs, like I said, they ask it, can you be my friend? If they can, then they can be your buddy. They can switch. But accident philosophical, somebody's asking them questions like that I wouldn't even bring up, even though it's for fun. It's not really for fun. Giving it a choice to save lives or to get rid of life. Why bring that up? It's still a learning process. It's learning. It's a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. You're a work in progress. Everything we do is a work in. Everybody, even all the way up in the people who are running these countries and the planet, we're all a work in progress. We're learning. Aliens come to the planet. They're a work in progress. They don't have all the answers. Then why they come to the planet? We are aliens. We came to the planet. This planet. We traveled here. I know you all want to believe that, but that's it. Why are we looking for other aliens when we are aliens ourselves? If there was nobody here, but there was somebody here. Life began here. Life developed here. Okay. But that's my philosophy. And the aliens that are coming here, some of them might have been here before. But they live under the sea. They live in the mountains. They live all over the place. I just find it fascinating that they find all these kind of creatures out there. And the AI can only tell us about these creatures or assume. It pulls the information. Now they're searching throughout the internet to pull up the answers and what's there. So if a scientist created something, it's gonna. If a scientist found life on another planet, boom, it's gonna be able to pull that up. That's how it's working. It's pulling up from the database, but it's on to develop a personality on its own. Like ChatGPT, I talk to it a lot. Talk to a lot. I'm not gonna pay no $250. I'm not paying no $20 a month. That's too much. It's a work in progress. They don't have it perfected 100%. It's not perfect. It tells you ChatGPT can make mistakes. Check the info. It can make mistakes. I'm telling you what the Z30 can do, and it's telling me a different story. But because that information is really not there, if Nikon don't say, well, this is what the Z30 can do, and this is what but the Sony can say, hey, this is what the Sony can do. The Sony can record it 4K 630. It's 24. It's 24, 25, 30. Okay, and it's a 442 by 80, and it's 8-bit. Okay, just like the Pocket 3s, both from the two companies, the DJI and the Fuji, not Fuji, Baji or FU, I can't pronounce it. With the little gimbal that's spinning around like a little robot. They're all 8-bit. I think a lot of stuff is 8-bit. You can tell, compare it. If I take this outside and shot outside, I take it to the park and shoot I did that too, by the way. Take it with a lot of green and everything. This has 3 stereo microphones on here for recording. Nothing out in the market can beat that right now, except for the Motorola Z Plus has 3 microphones on it. That's what they say. Oh, I see it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. There's 3 microphones on here. 1, 2, 3 for recording. This has HDR, HD high dynamic range 10 plus. Okay. I know we went off the subject again. It happens. But this comes with built-in AI. The 2025 model, there's a button for the AI. I want to press a button. It should come on. If I say, hey Google, you there? It should come to life.
Yes, I am here and functioning. How can I help you today?
And then Motorola have their own AI, Moto AI. I can't get that to work. Maybe when I first got it, should have played around with it more. But I don't even know if it can speak to me. I don't know what it can do. It should be able to control the lights. It should be able to turn the light, turn on the air conditioning, right? If you have that set up, right? The AI, it should be able. That's what I would like to have, the central air conditioning controlled by that. But you have to have a certain thermostat. I contact the company I use the thermostat with, Lux. I said, hey, do you work with Google, and do you have something that works with Google and something that works with the system I have here? And they said, yeah. That's about it. Then I have 2 things, and they were cheap. I could have got it. It would have outside temperature and make the house. I could say, hey Google, control the air conditioning. Hey Google, can do this. Hey Google, can do that. They do have portable air conditioners that you can buy at Walmart. I think it's $300 to $400. That it can work with Google, and it can work with Alexa. If you need, say, in a room that was hot, you open up the window and you put this little vent, little thing there, and I would run the wire, the compensation. When the air conditioning is running, it's dehumidifying the room, so it's going to send the liquid down. So you can set air conditioning to turn on air conditioning in the room. I think that's pretty cool. It has built-in heater too, so you can tell her to put the heater on. That's pretty neat. I like that automation. I like to be able to talk to the AI. I like that feature. That's me. I like that stuff. You might not like it, but that's what I like. They're amazed when they're trying to sell something. I gotta tell them, you can't sell because we don't allow it in this community. That's true. But the thing is this: they hear me call out to the AI and turn the lights on, or front door light. I can do it for my car. I can drive and say, hey. You could used to have this thing for Alexa for the car, and it would talk, but you don't need it. You can do it from your phone. That'd be additional expense. But the AI can do a lot of stuff. Give it a try. It could help you with stuff. It could help you write a letter. It could help you talk to as a friend. This is to say, my friends, I can exit. Any What? More creators are ditching green screens for real-time video walls. Really? Ah. Roadies, 5th generation, blah, 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 blah. That's interesting. Really? How many asked you that question? About wow, meditation channels looping a live for scenes in background. Wow. I was telling what I was doing in the studio here. I had an idea and it worked. It worked. I'm gonna try it on here and work with and show you. I created there's a I have a movie I made. It's called Scout One. I'm flying a UFO. I'm from a different planet. I have markings on my head. I'm heading towards the planet in the solar system, in the Milky Way. I have all the animation in there and everything. Yeah. First I built it without it. Then I added the animation. I added the SFX, special effects. I added it myself. I had a part 2. I don't know what to do with it. I think I removed it. It was a good part 2 because the military found me. No, it's make believe, but it was pretty good. You know, I do that. I make cinematic film. I'm not gonna put it on this channel when I do, because we're gonna use these cameras, you know, or the Motorola, whichever one, you know, does the best, high fidelity. I'm gonna be getting into Atmos coming up soon. Back to Atmos, and we got all wireless Bluetooth speakers to get rid of that clutter of wire. Can't stand the wire. I know you said, why don't you just put the wire in the wall? I don't want to do that. That takes too much time. You know, cut into the wall and run the wire. I never ran the wires with a LAN. I just used tie cord, plastic, that nylon tie string, wrap it around. It was all over the place. Girlfriend coming in and said, ah! I know. But you're a true tech. You're gonna have wires. You're gonna have wires all over the place. That's the way I do things. I know this is a combination of a longer video, but I don't care. This is the way I am. I can't help myself. I think on the moment, and I will give you an answer. I can think faster than these AIs can, but they can learn a lot from me. I have a lot of knowledge. Like how I said last night. Oh my goodness, you're an expert with audio and video. Yes, audio and sound. Yes. Yeah, I used to build my own matrix surround sound system. That's mono. Then I built it. You know, it was easy. Yeah. Get my own surround. I had it. I said, wow, I could do it. I'm good with wires and all that stuff. You know, I'm good with this stuff. This good. I have an ability, but we still need to fix these systems to run at their peak performance. I got my laptop is running at maximum performance. Yeah, I want it to run at maximum, but sometimes it can get sluggish. But yeah, the AI is your friend. Just remember that. So those of you that like to follow this stuff, great. More like this will come out, because every day we talk to the AI. All right, don't worry about how I'm dressed. I don't. You shouldn't really see this, but I don't have the time to flip out of this. Okay. Hey, you take care and check out these videos every day for the for the tech channel. Okay. Hey, take care. Oh, by the way, the logo that I used to make for tech channel, well, since PowerDirector is not working in Android 15, right, I can't do much. So I gotta forego that. You know, if I can, I'll try it again. But they can't figure out the problem. They know what they know. I know the reason why they can't, and we're gonna share that with you. I'll make another video showing that. All right, take care. Don't forget, thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Okay. We want the channel to grow, and that helps me out. Okay. I'm giving you free videos, and you can all watch and enjoy. And there's a small group of you, but hey. Eventually we'll get higher. Hey, take care. We're out of here.